What is an inquiry and what is a lead? Are they the same thing? In my estimation, the way that I see it, an inquiry is a very low grade, low level, perhaps uninterested lead. When we first get an internet inquiry, until that person gets back to us, it is not a lead. When it comes to online leads or inquiries, they've got to get back to you or else you don't have anything. So one of the things I talk about in my internet training is how to make sure this customer that you reply to actually responds. In my experiences, most dealerships have only about a 1/3 response rate. This means only 1/3 of your internet inquiries are leads. The rest of them stay as inquiries because we never get them engaged. And engagement is the new control. If you can't get somebody engaged, you have nothing. So with I'm building up a logic here when we get to lead generation. But even with internet inquiries, they got to get back to you, or it's not a lead. They've got to get back to you. The next thing is sales calls. When you take a sales call and you go through the motions and you get the name and number, I hope, and book an appointment. If you book an appointment without a name and number and they don't show up, it was an interested inquiry, but it's not a lead because if they don't show up, you can't chase them. So on a sales call, getting that name and number is fundamental. On an email, getting to respond is fundamental. So again, internet, until they respond, no lead. Sales call, until you have accurate and confirmed name and number, no lead. It's just an inquiry. Now, ultimately, when somebody finally walks in the building, and I want to talk about this, we're going to talk about how to build up repeats and referrals and feedbacks and networking and social media when you are working these inquiries and these leads. 95% of our business in most dealerships is local to your marketplace. They're considered to be local in-market customers physically. 5% you're selling used cars and stuff across the country, across the nation, other states, other provinces. I get that, but 95% of your business is probably local. Of that 95% of your business that is local, what percentage of those people come in to physically conclude in your showroom, either to go over numbers or go over the car? Well, I need to tell you this. It's pretty much 100%. The only people that do not physically conclude in your showroom that are local are family and friends that you've sold multiple vehicles to, and they just call you up and say, hey, Duane, we need a blue one. And you get a credit card, and you go through the process, and you just book that appointment and sell that car, but it's sold before they come in. Everybody else walks into the dealership. Now, once they physically walk in, I don't care if it's a repeat referral, feedback network, social media lead, I don't care. There's two things you have to do, or it's not a lead, it's just an inquiry. Some people might buy a car without a test drive. Nobody's ever bought a car without verifying the numbers. So test drives and numbers, test drives and proposals are fundamental. If your traffic that comes in your showroom, however you generate it, either waiting for walk-ins or generating these appointments yourself, if they don't get a test drive, and if they don't see a proposal of some type, even a ranged quote, but some type of a proposal, they're not in a statistically probable position to buy a car. For some reason, salespeople don't want to take everybody for drives, and for some reason, management doesn't seem to want to give everybody numbers. So be very smart in terms of how you're selecting a vehicle, going for drives, and then walking somebody through a proposal or a credit application, exact numbers, ranges, I don't know, but you absolutely must do test drives and proposals or you will not convert these leads into sales. So we want to talk about daily awareness.